5 empires fell. 5 bubbles burst. Is the American dollar next? 5 times in history, an empire reached its peak. 5 times, everyone believed the wealth would last forever. 5 times, a bubble burst. And 5 times, the empire fell. The pattern is so precise, so predictable, that once you see it, you can't unsee it. Now, look at America right now. Record stock prices, soaring debt, a weakening dollar. We're not approaching the pattern. We're living it. Bubble 1, France, 1719. The richest woman in Paris is selling her jewelry, not because she needs money, because she needs more stock. The Mississippi Company is making everyone rich. Servants are becoming millionaires. Outside the trading office, people are trampled to death trying to buy shares. John Law has convinced France to abandon gold for paper money. The old ways are finished, he says. Paper is the future. The stock goes from 500 to 15,000. Then, someone tries to sell. 18 months later, zero. The paper money becomes worthless. France returns to metal coins, humiliated. The currency never recovers. 60 years later, currency chaos helps trigger the French Revolution. One bubble, one empire, done. Bubble 2, Rome, 190 ID. Roman senators are gambling on grain prices. Not farming, gambling. They're hoarding supply to drive prices higher. The poor starve while the rich get richer. Here's what matters. The government is debasing coins to fund the speculation, adding copper to silver, printing money, ancient style. The bubble pops, the currency collapses. Soldiers can't buy food with their pay. They mutiny. 45 years later, the crisis of the 3rd century. 50 years of civil war. 26 emperors, most murdered. The greatest empire in history tears itself apart. One bubble, one empire, destroyed. Bubble 3, Spain, 1580. Spain discovers a mountain of silver in Bolivia. Literally, a mountain. They think they've won the economic lottery. Infinite silver means infinite power. Asset prices quadruple. Nobody works anymore. Why produce when you can just buy? The government borrows endlessly because they have infinite collateral. Then reality hits. All that silver causes massive inflation. Prices explode. The wealth flows out faster than it comes in. Spain declares bankruptcy 4 times under one king. By 1640, the empire that owned half the world is finished. Not conquered, just spent. One bubble, one empire, bankrupt. Bubble 4, Netherlands, 1630. 7. A single tulip bulb sells for the price of a house. Futures contracts on flowers that don't exist yet. Shoemakers quitting to become tulip traders. This is different. This is the future. Price can only go up. February 1637. Someone tries to sell. No buyers. 1 week later, 99% crash. Fortune's gone. Suicides. Devastation. The Dutch guilder survives for a while. But trust is broken. The financial center of the world becomes a regional power. Within 150 years, the empire is finished. One bubble, one empire, faded. Bubble 5, Brighton, 1720. Parliament backs the South Sea Company. It will pay off the entire national debt through infinite trade profits. Even Isaac Newton invests. The stock goes from 100 to 1,000 pounds in 6 months. September 1720, crash. Newton loses a fortune, his words. I can calculate the motion of heavenly bodies, but not the madness of people. The pound survives another 2 centuries. But the pattern is set. Government-created bubbles collapse spectacularly. Britain wins 2 world wars but loses its currency crown at Bretton Woods, 1944. One bubble, one empire, dethroned. 5 bubbles, 5 collapses. France with paper, Rome with grain, Spain with silver, Netherlands with tulips, Britain with government-backed stocks. Different assets, same mania, same ending. Is the American dollar next? America, October 2025. Let's check the pattern. Step 1. Infinite money. Fed balance sheet. 800 billion in 2008, 8 trillion in 2022, 10 times larger in 14 years. They printed more money in 2 years than in the previous century. Step 2. Asset prices explode. S&P 500 up 400% since 2009. Home prices up 300%. The Magnificent 7 tech stocks are at valuations never seen before. Corporate debt hit $13 trillion. Companies borrowing to buy their own stock. Step 3. Universal belief. AI changes everything. Stocks only go up. The Fed has our back. Buy the dip. America is different. Every empire thought they were different. Every single one. Step 4. Bubble bursting. This is where we are right now. The cracks are showing. Foreign holdings of U.S. Treasuries down from 50% to 30%. The dollar's share of global reserves down from 70% to 58%. BRICS nations settling oil trades without dollars. Saudi Arabia not renewing the petrodollar. The stock market is at record highs while the foundation crumbles. That's not strength. That's the tulip peak of February 1637. Step 5. Empire falls. This is the step we're about to watch. Look at the evidence. France's paper bubble lasted 18 months before collapse. Rome's grain speculation triggered a 45-year decline. Spain's silver delusion took 60 years to fully destroy them. The tulip crash took 1 week. Britain's South Sea bubble marked the beginning of their long fade. America's everything bubble has been inflating for 15 years. Stock market, real estate, crypto, bonds, all rising on printed money. All connected, all fragile. October 2025. The pattern is complete. Every warning sign from the previous 5 empires is flashing red. Here's what's different this time. Those empires had regional currencies. When one fell, others took over. But the dollar is the global reserve currency. When it goes, there's no backup system. The Mississippi bubble destroyed France. The grain bubble destroyed Rome. The silver bubble destroyed Spain. The tulip bubble destroyed the Netherlands. The South Sea bubble started Britain's decline. America's bubble is all of them combined. Stocks, bonds, real estate, government debt, all inflating together, all built on the same printed money. 5 empires fell, 5 bubbles burst. Is the American dollar next? The pattern says yes. The timeline says now. The only question is whether you're ready. Because history doesn't repeat, but it rhymes. And right now, we're hearing the exact same verse that played 5 times before. The coins and kings are screaming the warning. The question is whether anyone's listening.